A simple table can look like this, which is fine and clear, but can be improved by styling like this or this. In this video, we're going to find out how to enhance the presentation of your data. The first thing we need to know is how to set up a basic table. It may not come as any surprise that a table has table tags that come in pairs. It also has rows with table row tags, also in pairs, like this. This table has 4 rows. Each of the rows will have columns for data, so enter table data tags, again in pairs. All of this should be familiar from other HTML code. So, there is our basic table, a skeleton for our content. We can save this as an HTML file in the same way as we did with the first HTML page. We have to save it as a special file in a special place. The special place is /var/www, and the special name must have the HTML extension added. So let's call this table0.html and save. We can now open a browser anywhere on our LAN to see this page on http://your IP address /table0.html, or on the same machine by entering the special me address http://127.0.0.1/table0.html. But nothing appears. This is mainly due to the fact that there's nothing to display. So let's add some data. This is the body of the table. Let's show that with a pair of body tags. To finish off, we could add some headings. The heading has a pair of head tags, as usual, and inside another row of cells. But rather than use the TD data tags, we use TH heading tags, in pairs, like this. This is the completed table with headings and content. If this is saved as an HTML file, then it will work. As we said, the HTML is very forgiving. We should quickly add all of the other HTML tags that we've seen in the past. In this section, we had an introduction to the table, how the table has its own tags. It's made with rows with data tags in the body and rows with head tags in the head. By saving the file as a special HTML file in the special place /var/www, it can be seen by anyone on our LAN. Topping and tailing it with HTML that we've learnt elsewhere is a good start for our next session. We have our table inside the HTML code. Now it's time to add some style to our presentation. Style can be added in a number of ways, and here we can add it as a block inside the HTML code. Now how is this achieved? Well, surprise, surprise, it's with a style block with a pair of style tags, and here they are nested inside the head tags of the HTML, just like title tags. There's no need to remember any of the code, just look at the pattern of the code. Enter your own onto your own Pi and practice. The first item is the table border. How this line is added really doesn't matter. It can be added as one long line or split up into several lines. The white space is irrelevant. The line begins with what is called a selector, then a pair of curly braces that contain properties and values. So, table is the selector, and the property of the border has a value of 1 pixel, solid and black. There is also a property font size that has a value of 12 pixels. We can see the effect of changing this to 100 pixels wide and red by changing this line, saving it and reloading the browser, as we've done in the past. We can add a border to the TH and TD boxes too. So, everything has a border and appears like this. We can tidy up the table by what is known as collapsing the borders, using the border collapse property with the value collapse. There are properties for table width and table height too. We can force the width of the table to be 100% of the screen width, like this, or reducing it to, say, 50% by changing the property value. Alternatively, we can specify the property in pixels. We can change the height too by changing the property height and the value of 150 pixels. That's a bit of a mess. So let's pull out the height of the TH and TD tags separately into separate selectors like this. So we can specify the height of the header and data cells separately. We could do the same with font sizes. Now we can horizontally align the text in the table using the text align property. We can set it to right, center, notice the American way of spelling center, or left align. We can do the same on the vertical alignment, top, middle, or bottom. Finally, we can add color. Pause the video now to see a full range of colors that can be specified using words. In this section, we've seen how to add a style block into the head of an HTML page. The style block allows us to specify selectors that have properties and provide values for elements of a table and improve its visual appearance. We also saw how it was possible to format a complete table by including all of the elements in a selector or pulling out individual selectors that apply to particular items. Now test these values to see what parameters produce a pleasing table design. You don't need a Raspberry Pi to test your design skills. On a Windows machine, you can write all of your code into Notepad. The important points to note is when you go to save your document. Use File, Save As. In the Save As type, use the pull down to select all files star.star and then select UTF-8 encoding before entering the name of your file with the extension .html. Remember where the file is saved. Then select the file or open it with a browser to see your design.